Hey, my name is Josh. I'm your piano instructor for today, Piano 101. Today we are tackling some of the basics for the piano, so whether you've played for a long time or you just started, we want to equip you in the area of worship specifically to be able to play whether you're playing in front of a church of 10,000 people or you're playing in a small group of 10. Worship is one of those things that kind of crosses the barrier regardless of what level you're at. Now, in this lesson, we're going to get to know the piano. We're going to know how it works. We're going to get to understand the different things that it can do. We're going to learn proper hand position and posture, which is really important when playing lead lines, melodies, the things that you hear in modern worship music. We're going to learn how to use the sustain pedal and how it can actually help improve you being effective in playing certain chords and just melodies. It's very important. And then we're going to work on understanding the language of music, which is a big deal because in worship, in music in general, there's a lot of things that have to do with communication. Whenever you're part of a team, it's important that everybody is on the same page and they understand where the worship leader is going. And so we're going to give language to a lot of the things that the modern worship circle uses, whether it be the number system, the root note scale, chords. We're going to put that in context of modern worship music and be able to help you to effectively play regardless of where you're playing. So I just had a few thoughts about piano technique before we move forward, just because the next few videos are really more on piano technique. It's important that even at this juncture, at this stage, whether you just started or you've been playing a long time, that you develop proper piano technique. The reason why it's so much harder to unlearn a bad habit than it is to learn a new habit. And so the way that you go about that is by developing proper technique slowly. It's one of those things that you have to take your time in to develop what's called muscle memory. But you don't want to be developing the wrong technique with muscle memory, otherwise it becomes a habit. You want to make sure that in learning technique that you take your time and you do it correctly. So later on, when you're asked to play something complicated and maybe a hard melody line, you're going to be able to do it effectively and efficiently simply because you're using the proper technique. So don't take it for granted, in spite of how elementary it may seem, to do it correctly. Because like I said, it's much easier at this point than it will be later if you don't learn it correctly.
Let's get to know our piano. A piano consists of 52 white keys and 36 black keys. Moving from left to right, the tones gradually rise from low to high through more than 7 octaves. These varying tones are referred to as pitches. Your piano also has a sustain pedal. The sustain pedal allows the tones to resonate after you lift your fingers from the keys. Your electronic piano will also have a power switch and volume knob. For now, these will be the only functions we will work with.